Oh, my loves, how are you? So, I want to talk to you today about this recalibration energy that's been very prominent, especially this last few days. Let me know how you've been doing. There's sort of this energy of making way for the new, but just being still and being present. And there's like a bunch of stuff clearing out in the background, a very deep nervous system reset. There's this sense that things are almost flipping around. Like here today, like this year on Christmas, we had green Christmas. The following day after Christmas was a massive whiteout storm. So we didn't have a white Christmas, but the next day was, and sort of like going out and about, and places that are normally open are closed, and things that are normally closed are opened. And there's this bigger overarching energy of that shifting energy. Like what I sense is lots of things are being sort of opened and moved in the energies. And those of you who have been on your journey may notice, well, there's lots of things moving around you. You may be feeling called to stay very still. It's like your higher self, your energy has got you. All you really have to do is stay in the eye of the storm, so to speak, and just allow things to readjust and recalibrate. There's also another important energy that's been coming through connected to, yes, this week we have New Year's Eve and New Year's, but it's been really prominent for like months now that I keep seeing January and February as still like the closing out of that 9 year cycle of the year, and really March being that spring forward, which makes a lot of sense. And then something popped in my field that, and I did remember this once it came up, but that was actually more of the natural rhythm that March was the new year time. It was like March 25th or something. I just keep feeling and being shown that like March 1st shift over point. So if January 1st comes and you're not really feeling like a brand new anything, we're still in the process of shifting. It's in the middle of the winter in the north, the middle of the summer, or the beginning of the winter, the beginning of the summer in the south. And those are times like winter and summer are times of like settling in, right? The spring is the new, fall is like where you're going into closing out. We're in the north in the midst of a very quiet hibernation time. Yes, things are happening underground and inside, but that really big push forward, the energy isn't really there to support that till we hit March and April. So it feels important to pay attention to the rhythms of your body, of your intuition, and what feels aligned for you, rather than trying to force something into place on January 1st because the calendar told you that's the new year. Also, honoring that there is a newness to it and there's different layers to it, so you can use the energy as part of the new beginning, right? It's almost like this January, February corridor is a space in a place where you are really, again, completing out the old cycles and moving into the new. I'm sensing a lot of relationships shifting, a lot of relationship shifting energy. And I've been feeling the masculine and feminine energies swirling around. I'm not really exactly sure what wants to come through. So we're just going to open up and see. Okay. So we got the crossing the initiation, and this card has been coming through quite a bit. And again, just to reiterate how it feels energetically, this January and February energy feels very much what I'm seeing as I'm looking at this today is like that pathway that is aligned with your highest timeline. is in the process of syncing up with where it's meant to be. What feels important is that you're not necessarily meant to bridge energies anymore. You're meant to stand and be still and be stable within your own energies and really allow things to open up, allow things to come to you. And what I sense is that many of you have already been aligning with that highest timeline. And so it's more of just sort of allowing it to sync up with you. And then, like, I feel this coming in on the masculine side. So I'm sensing that this is an energy that is where the masculine is coming towards the feminine, is how it's coming in. So I'm feeling that many of the feminines will be feeling still and receptive and the receptive energy. So this next few months is really about you dropping deeper into your receptive energies so that you can receive this support. Okay. Yeah. So you see, she's here in this Seven of Wands in this receptive energy and just really allowing her manifestations to come towards her. There's something opening up in the telepathic energies and something being recalibrated in the contracts. Okay. So, okay, let me see what this is. This, they came together. I feel like this is part of the recalibration that's being felt. Contracts are being reworked and renegotiated. This moon is speaking to me about the next full moon, which I think comes up just this coming week, like maybe January 3rd. Okay, let's see. There's almost just like what I feel is like between now and that next full moon, lots of renegotiation and recalibration is happening. And all you have to really do is continue to align with your highest vision, with your highest timeline, surrendering to that higher power. Okay. And it feels like it also feels like it's reopening something deeper between the masculine and feminine. Okay, what is opening? So this feels like as the feminine drops into her receptivity and prepares for that capacity to receive this in the physical world, this is like preparation for her to receive prosperity, comfort, and again, just your presence and your focus is drawing it in towards you. I also feel like this is sending a signal to the masculine that you're ready, that you're patient, that you're calibrating, that you're deepening into this stability, and you're just available for what's meant for you, is what I'm really feeling. And this is creating those waves of change over the next few months. Let's see. Okay. Wow. So whatever is in that recalibration phase, what I feel like is the foundation that the masculine and feminine were working on in their initial initiation has been completed and it's moving to the next cycle. That's part of what that recalibration is doing. And what I feel is both the masculine and feminine are exiting out of the karmic energies, the karmic third party energies in this wave, in this process of these next few months, especially. It feels like as you're following your guidance, honoring your guidance, it's like naturally breaking away. And yes, this can be karmic third party partnerships, but this can just be any of those karmic dynamics, the codependence within families, at work. It can be anywhere you were still holding up past energies and maybe bridging relationships, or this is really like an upgrade to the relational nervous system. That was what I was being shown yesterday. In fact, I downloaded another 4-part series for nourishing the relational nervous system. And I think that's going to be coming once we get on the other side of the new year. But once we opened up that nourishing the nervous system doorway, like so much more became aware to me, like became conscious to me. A lot more is coming up with this and how our ancestral nervous system, societal authority, how that has colored our past relationships and dynamics, and how, as we upgrade into the interdependent energies and unity consciousness and self mastery, we're breaking out of those old dynamics that were more built on conditions and projections and that karmic type of energy that kept you locked in discomfort. But as you are unraveling out of that and resolving the karmic energies, you're moving into the dharmic energies, which are opening up that alignment for what it is that you've been working on. So it does feel like if you've been feeling some of this, just keep allowing it to unfold and just know that it might still be happening over the next few weeks and months. You're not behind. You're right on schedule, my loves. You're right on schedule. And I want to get one more to close this out from the shaman. Dream. Will o' the wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. Yes. So this feels like whatever this next couple months is, it's really thawing out the depths of your true capacity and the depths of the true capacity of your connection and allowing it to come into that higher true alignment in the physical world. Okay. So I do feel that for those of you resonating with this, you will see, feel, and sense these things. You're going to start to experience some of it and the results of some of what's thawing, but you're also probably going to feel that you're still processing and recalibrating in other areas. So if it, again, if it still feels like it's going a bit back and forth, this is what we're in for a little bit, but it's perfect. It's thawing out, going deeper, and preparing more clearly for what you've been manifesting. All right, my loves, I hope this was helpful. I'm sending you so much love and have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care. Much love. Peace.